Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 1,500-point battle between my Necrons and Jason's Death Guard. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Terminus Est had assaulted this planet and wiped out the Imperial forces that were on this planet, taking it for their own purpose, nefarious means that they have going on. But unfortunately, the raging battle on the surface actually awoken a Tombworld underneath its surface that had not been known to either side. So suddenly, Typhus and his cronies here found themselves having to fight back against a tide of living metal as it rose up from the ground and tried to consume them as they tried to hold this planet they had fought so valiantly for against the Imperials just recently. So this is going to be a 15.100 battle. We are going to be playing the Vital Intelligence mission from the chapter approved mission packet 2021. Essentially, there are 6 objectives on the table, 4 across the center of the table, and then 1 in each of our deployment zones. You will score 5 points if you control 2 objectives. You will score an additional 5 points if you control 3 objectives, and you will score an additional 5 points if you control more than your opponent at each of your command phases, for a maximum of 15 points per turn and 45 points total. We also chose our secondaries. We both chose Assassinate. We both chose Engage on all fronts. And we both chose... and then we separated because I chose till the end, essentially my 3 most expensive units, which is going to be my Scorpec Destroyers. It will be my 20-man blob of warriors, and it will be my Overlord. They were worth 5 points each at the end of the game if they're still alive. And my opponent chose Spread the Sickness, which is he does actions on objectives to score points for them. So, that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Necrons, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have an Overlord, a Scorpec Lord, and a Plasmancer. We have a 5-man Immortal squad. We have a 20-man squad of warriors with Gauss Reapers and a 10-man squad of warriors with Gauss Flayers. We have a Canoptic Spider. We have a 3-man squad of Tomb Blades. We have a 9-man squad of Canoptic Garib Swarms. We have Cryptothralls. We have a 5-man squad of Lich Guard. And last but not least, we have a 6-man squad of Scorpec Destroyers. So for the Death Guard, he'll be running a battalion detachment. It will be a Terminus S assault force. Leading it off, we have Typhus and a Malignant Plague Caster. We have 2 15-man squads of Poxwalkers. We have 2 10-man squads of Plague Marines. We have a Tallyman. We have a Biologist Putrefier, and we have a Foul Blightspawn. They will all be together as a Fetid Virion. And last but not least, we have a 10-man Blight Lord Terminator squad. All right, so this is the armies going over deployment here for the Necrons. I've got my 5-man squad of Immortals on this side, along with my Tomb Blades. I've got my 20-man squad of Necron warriors in the front there, along with my Plasmancer and the Cryptothralls with him. We have my 10-man squad of warriors back over here on the objective, along with the Warlord, the Overlord there. We then have the 5-man Lich Guard squad in front of him. We have the 6-man Scorpec Destroyer squad over on this side. Scorpec Lord next to them. We have the 9-man Scarab squad over here, along with the Spider giving them support. Going to deployment now for the Death Guard. We've got one of his 15-man squads of Poxwalkers on this side, along with the Malignant Plague Caster. We then have 1 squad of Plague Marines over here, along with the 10-man squad of Terminators in front. We've got Typhus in the middle there, along with the Foul Blightspawn. Yep. We then have the, who is he?
Tallyman.
We got the Tallyman and the Biologist Putrefier in front of him. We then have the 10-man Marine squad, Plague Marine squad over here, and the other 15-man squad of Poxwalkers over there. So, that is deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have first turn. In this new edition, you don't get to choose, you just do it. So, rolling here. My opponent rolled a 6, I rolled a 4, so it will be Death Guard's turn 1. Movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 1. These, oh my god, what are they called? Poxwalkers advanced over around this way behind the building. Over here, everything else just moved up. My opponent did spend 2 CP on these Poxwalkers to give them plus 3 inches to their movement.
All of them.
Oh, on everything?
It's any Poxwalker.
Oh, any Poxwalker unit. So those guys over there also had it, and then these guys got it. So all the Poxwalkers had extra 3 inches to their movement there for the turn, which is pretty cool. And everyone else just kind of moved up. They're shuffling forward with the Death Guard shuffle, moving up this way. Nobody else advanced except for the ones on the side there. Everyone else has moved up. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. My opponent said his psychic phase, nothing's in range for what he wants to do, so we're just going to move on to the shooting phase. So starting off, his Plague Marines over there are going to fire into my 20-man squad of warriors over here. So we've got, what are we doing first?
So I got 3 plasma.
3 plasma.
And 2 blight launches.
And 2 blight launches that we're going to start with over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s.
Yep. And 6s will explode because Tallyman's in range.
6s will explode. No, nothing there. And then there's the one over here. Oh, you're checking to see if you're in range of...
Typhus is within 6.
Is within 6 of them, so he gets to reroll that 1. Okay, that's going to be a hit. These are going to be strength 4, so wounding on 4s.
No.
Oh, no. This is plasma. I'm sorry.
Blight launchers are 6.
Blight launchers are 6.
And those are 7.
7, so all's on 3s. Alright, that's going to be all wounds.
So those are at minus...
those are minus 3 for plasma.
Those are minus 2.
Those are minus 2. So I've got 3 6-up saves to make. Showing those fill faces. Getting 1 fill face, so it's going to be 5 guys that are down so far.
Is it going to make any difference?
And then we've got the bolt guns over here they're going to fire. That's going to be rerolled because of Typhus. Alright, so that's going to be 4 hits there. Oh, 1 exploding because of
the Tollkeeper relic.
The Tollkeeper relic on the Tallyman over there. And then these are strength 4, so 4's to wound. That's going to be no wounds. Alright, so I lost 5 guys from that unit with that unit shooting in there, so now we will roll for reanimation. I've got 5 guys that are down, so I'm rolling 5s, looking for 5 ups to get them to stand up. 2 of them will, so 3 will be dead. So now the other squad of Plague Marines over here are going to fire. My opponent's going to spend CP on virulent rounds and making all of his bolt guns into plague weapons, and then he's going to spend CP on overwhelming generosity, giving an extra 6 inches on plague weapons. So these are all going to fire into here. And what do we start with first? We're going to start with the plasma. Start with the plasma here first. Rerolling because of Typhus. What is that?
It's cocked.
Okay. So,
otherwise it would
be
6.
So that's going to be 3 hits, including 1 6. So that's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. So that's going to be 3 dead because it's AP minus 3. And now the blight launcher. Okay. So that's going to be 2 6s there. So that's going to be 5 hits. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound as well. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds.
Rerolling 1s for plague.
Rerolling 1s because of plague weapon. Okay, still 3 wounds there. Looking for 6 up saves because they're AP minus 2. Getting 1 fill face, so that's going to be 2 more dead. And now we have the bolter rounds going in over here. These are going to be hitting on... that one's cocked there. Alrighty. Getting 4 additional in there. Just getting the 1 miss. And these are going to be strength 4 again because it's just bolters. Rerolling 1s to wound because of plague weapons. Alright, reroll those couple 1s in there. There's another 1 in the middle there. On 4s to wound, so you only have 4 there, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I'm going to start with the 3 guys that are in cover over here. Looking for 3 up saves because of the cover. Okay, 1 will be dead. Those 2 are good. Another 1 is dead. He's good. And that 1 will be dead. So all 3 will be dead there. Alright, so 8 guys died there. So we have reanimation protocols coming over here, looking for 5s. Ooh, baby, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Get back up. You probably already yelled at me about warriors being +1 on the reanimation protocol there, so that's going to be 4s, so actually 5 get back up. we look back and one more guy actually made it up from that first round of reanimation protocols here. But now his Terminators are going to fire everything into them as well. My opponent's going to spend 2 CP on Sickly Corrosion. He spent it, I should say, after the other unit that had the bolters that turned into plague weapons shot. And basically it allows him to reroll 1s to wound with all of his weapons against these warriors here that got hit with plague weapons. So we've got a whole bunch of bolter shots, and then there's going to be 2, the bigger dice are going to be the 2 plasma guns from his combi plasma, because he's got 2 combi plasma, 2 combi meltas. Meltas are out of range, but the bolters are in, and then a bunch of combi bolters, and then we've got some plague
2 blight launchers.
2 blight launchers, which we'll do after this. So these are going to be the bolters and the plasma hitting on 3.
2s because I used the Tallyman's ability to get +1.
Oh, hitting on 2s because the Tallyman gave him the +1 to hit ability. He said that in the beginning, I forgot to mention to you guys.
Yeah, that's
okay. Rerolling 1s because of Typhus. All right, these are going to be wounding on 4s and 3s. Rerolling 1s. There's a bunch of 6s in there that got him extra hits. So if you see like the extra plasma in there, you're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, that's what happened. So here we go. Rerolling those 1s. All right, so we got 3 guys auto died from the plasma because AP -3, they got 4 of armor save. But now we are going to go with the bolter saves. They got 21 wounds in there. So these are going to be looking for 4 up saves on these because of the AP because of the AP nothing here. And now we have the blight launchers. So there's only got 3 guys left over here. It's pretty brutal. So it's going to be 1 extra, but you got the, oh, they are hitting on 2s. I forgot about that. Yep, they are hitting on 2s. So these are going to be strength 6, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 AP -2, so looking for 6 up saves. Showing us fill faces. No fill faces there, so I'm down to 1 guy left. All right, so 14 died here, but 1 is left, and that 1 guy is important because it means I get to do my reanimation protocols of 4+ on all these warriors here. So let's see how many come back. So that's going to be a bunch get to come back. So a total of 6, 7 will be dead. So you get back 2, 4, 6, 7 guys back. So exactly statistical the way it should be there, but 7 guys get to come back. All right, so that's where those guys ended up, and that is going to be the end of the shooting phase for the Death Guard here. We are not going to have a charge phase. There's nobody in range there, so we will come back to you after with the movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. I forgot I got to do leadership over here. I'm actually just going to spend the 2 CP to auto pass them there because I want to make sure that they don't run away. All right, I know you're also yelling at the screen. You probably already put this down there that I was getting yelled at for the wrong thing because I misread the rule. They got to reroll 1s in reanimation protocol, not get +1 to the reanimation protocol. So they're just dead because we looked. I mean, the 4s that I took in there, they only had the 1 guy left after the Terminator shot, which means that he would have been not there to be left. So he's just dead, and the squad was wiped, and I can't do reanimation protocols for the attacks from the Terminator since it wiped them all there. So yeah, they're dead. So I didn't spend the 2 CP on the insane bravery because they're dead and I can't spend it there. So bump, they're dead. All right, movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. These guys advanced around over this way along with the spider. I do have the protocol of the sudden storm inactive, so everything gets +1 inch if they're within 6 inches of a character. These guys moved up over here. These guys moved up over here. My Plasmancer advanced up over this way. These guys kind of shuffled around a bit. These guys just moved up over here. They weren't within 6 inches of a character, so they just moved their 5 inches over there. And then these guys advanced up over here onto the objective looking around. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys actually cannot see them. But so my opponent, I forgot that this was over 5 inches tall, so they cannot see through it. So I was like, I can see those guys there, but you can't because it's obstructing there. So they just advanced up 2 inches extra there, which is very generous of my opponent. And then these guys here are going to shoot into them. They can see them without having to go over there. So they have the particle beamers. They did advance, so they are going to be hitting on 4s. There's 18 shots here with them, hitting on 4s. Okay. Not great. And then strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That's not bad. So it's going to be 5 over here.
I got feel no pain of a 6 point.
5, 6 up, feel no pains. Making one of them, so 4 will be dead. Alright, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. My Lich Guard here are going to start us off in the charge phase by charging into the Terminators over there. So they need a 9-inch charge to get in over here. Actually, they're going to charge into both them and the Poxwalkers just to make it easier for moving my models. So looking for a 9-inch charge to get in. They will not. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Oh, no, not with a 7. I'm actually Novak, and I just remembered I get +1 to the charge, but they still were 1 short there. I only got an 8 there. Only got a 7. I needed an 8 to get in. So now my Scorpec Destroyers are going to charge into his Poxwalkers over there. So I need a 7-inch charge here, so a 6 on the dice because of being Novak. That's going to make it with the 7. And now my Scorpec Lord needs an 11-inch charge into them, so he needs a 10 on the dice. Come on, baby. Let's see it happen. No, not even close. All right, so into the fight phase, my Scorpec Destroyers here are going to attack into his Poxwalkers. I'm going to spend 1 CP on Blood Rights as Novak here, giving me +1 attack on all these guys. So we're going to go with the Reap Blades first. They're going to be 8 attacks between the 2 of them there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay. Rerolling 1s, but I got a bunch of 2s. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Strength +2, strength 7. Okay, so that's going to be 3 there at AP -4, 3 damage apiece. So the first one is a dead guy, second one is a dead guy, third one is a dead guy. And then we've got the Thrashers here. They're going to have 5 attacks each because you get +1 with the Thrashers here. Hitting on 3s. Okay, rerolling 1s to hit. Okay. And then these are going to be also wounding on 3s because they're strength 5. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. These are going to be 2 damage apiece. 9 here at 2 damage apiece. And so the first one is a dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, dead guy. So that's 6 and 3 more. That's a dead guy, that's a dead guy, and that's a dead guy. I was able to consolidate and engage his Psyker over there. So now we're going to go with the zombies over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 hit. That is not a wound. And then 4 attacks from the Malignant Plaguecaster. That's going to be all hits. Strength?
Strength is going to be 7.
7, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. What's the AP?
-1.
AP -1. AP -1, so looking for 4 up saves. Making neither of those. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll 1. That's good there. So 1 of them, D3 damage because it's a force save, 1 damage. All right, so that's going to be it for the Necron turn here on turn 1. I did score engage on all fronts, getting me 2 points for that because I've got 3/4. I don't have all 4. And that will give me 2 points for that one and nothing else. So that's going to be it. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 2. These Poxwalkers moved up onto the objective over here. Then my opponent spread the sickness onto them over there. He lost 3 guys doing so, but that's fine. He did what it is. These guys moved up over here. Terminators also moved up, as did all of his characters in the middle here, except for the Putrefier. He advanced up over this way. These guys kind of shuffled around, making sure they stayed on the objective over there. Did he fall back out of combat, or he stayed in combat?
He's still there.
He's going to stay in combat there, as are the Poxwalkers over here stayed in combat with them. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so first things first, his guy back over here is going to use, what is it called?
Gift of Infection.
Gift of Infection onto my Lich Guard over here, which would give them -1 toughness.
Yep.
So these are going to be looking, what, for a 7? does go off with a 6 and a 4, making it a 10. And because that was a successful casting there, and it was more than 7, I take a mortal wound over here. So down to 1 on this guy over here. Oh, and I should note, the reason there's all a bunch more poxwalkers over here is my opponent spent the dead walk again, spent CP on that, and brought back all 7 guys. Popped back up here, the maximum of 7 there, so they popped back up and are around me over here. Boop boop. And then my opponent's going to use Rotwind into my Lich Guard as well. If this goes off, they'll have that reduces their AP by 2. That will not go off on a 5 though. My opponent's going to spend a CP to reroll it. Will not go off on a 5. So now Typhus is going to cast Plague Wind into my Lich Guard over here. That will go off on a 9, so it'll be on 5 plus on this. So he's got 5 models in that unit there, and on 5 pluses they take a mortal wound. Okay, so far 1 mortal wound. All right, so now he is going to cast Curse of the Leper, which has to go on to these guys over here. So needing a, what do you need for this? 6 to go off. Does go off there with an 8. So now this is going to be
I roll 7 dice.
Roll 7 dice. Everything above their toughness, which is now 4 because of the curse, gift of contagion. Or what is it called?
Contagion of Nurgle.
Contagion of Nurgle there. So they're going to be tough 4 now because of that. These are now going to be looking for 5 pluses, doing mortal wounds onto them. Okay, doing 1 mortal wound, which is enough to kill that guy there. So before we take it away though, let's just roll to see what their reanimation protocol. I need all 5 pluses on this to go off. So here we go. Oh, so close. I don't think there's anything I can do to re-roll this one. Oh, killer. Starting at the shooting phase, his Putrefier over here is going to fire into my Lich Guard.
Foul Blightspawn.
Foul Blightspawn. Whatever. All sorts of crazy names of these things. He's going to get D6 auto hits, so that's going to be 2 auto hits here. Strength. 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Oh, actually, hold on. Well, it doesn't make a difference there because they're both going to wound here. I don't know if they became tough 3 or if they became
3 right now.
Yeah, I don't know. But either which way, those are both going to wound there. These are going to AP what?
Minus 3.
So they are +1 AP for being in cover, +1 because of their shields. So that would make them a 4-up save, right? -1. Yes, 4-up save. Which is also their invul save anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Failing 1, making 1, failing 1. So that is going to be 1 dead guy. Which, let's see if he reanimates. He does not. All right, so now the Terminators, they got the +1 to hit from the Tallyman's relic there. They also going to have 6s are going to explode, and they're going to fire everything into my Lich Guard over here. So we're going to go with the Plasma and the Bolters first. So we got Plasma and all the Bolters.
No supercharge.
No supercharge in here.
I regret
Okay, no
saying,
supercharge here. These are all going to be hitting on 3s.
2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s. That's right, +1 to hit. These are all going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of Typhus over there. Re-rolling 1s. All right. All right, so these are going to be going. My opponent did spend CP on Virulent ammunition. What's it called?
Rounds.
Virulent rounds. So making them
bolt
weapons are going to be plague here. So these are now going to be all wounding on. Oh, 1 second. All right, so now they are base tough 5, so now they're tough 4 because of the Rotwind. Well, no, not the Rotwind.
It was Rotwind.
Was it Rotwind? I thought the Rotwind was the one with the AP minus.
Oh, sorry, Gift of Infection.
Gift of Infection over here, making them tough 4. The Bolters are going to be wounding on 4s. Plasma is going to be wounding on 3s. Because he did not supercharge. And then these are in addition because I'm within within 12 inches. He gets to reroll all plague weapons. So the Bolters will reroll everything to that because he's got Arch Contaminator on the Foul Blightspawn. Oh. So here we go. Rerolling because of Arch Contaminator over here. All right, so there's 25 wounds from the bolt guns, and then 3 from the plasma. So we're gonna do the bolt guns first. These are gonna be 2-up armor saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we've got that one's cocked. Okay, and then we've got 3 4-up invul saves because of their shields over there. 4-up invul save. So make 2 of those, failing another 1 of those. So that's going to be 7 wounds over there. So that's going to kill 1, 2, 3 guys and leave 1 guy with 1 wound left. Let's see if these are going to come back.
It's still got more shooting.
Oh, still more shooting for the unit. Sorry. Yep, we'll come back. And the Blight Launchers. Okay.
Everything. Strength 6.
Strength 6, so 4. Toughness 4. So looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds over there.
I can reroll. That's because it's plague weapon.
Rerolling because it is a plague weapon. Nope, still not meant to be. So it's going to be 3 at AP -2, +2 because of cover and shield, so 3 up armor save. Failing 2 of those, so he is going to be dead. So the unit is white. So now this squad of Marines here is going to fire into my Tomb Blades over there. We've got the plasma and the bolters from that squad firing right now.
I am supercharging.
And he is going to supercharge here. They are -1 to hit here, so they're going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of Typhus. All right. At least they're not dead.
Well, I got 1 additional.
1 additional because of the 6. But those 3s are not. That 3 over there does not count. Yeah. And no other 1s down here. We're hitting on 4s.
And no additional 6s.
No additional 6s on this side. So these are now going to be wounding on 3s and 5s because they're tough 5. Okay. So that's going to be 2.
Plasma.
Just the 2 plasma, but that's AP -3. Yep. They've got a 4 up save, so that's going to be 2 damage apiece. That's going to kill 2 guys. And then the blight launchers are going to fire into them. That's going to be reroll 1s. That's going to be 4 hits. Strength 6.
Yes.
So 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -2.
You are.
1 second. Rerolling because of Arch Intimidator since it's a plague weapon. So that's going to be 4 wounds there, AP -2, so looking for 6 up saves. No, he is dead. And now this squad back over here, the Marines are going to fire into my Lord. There's 2 guys that can't see him around the wall over here, but everyone else can get a line of sight because he's not within 3 inches of a unit. He'll be able to be shot at here. So these are going to be looking for the plasma, and these are the plasma and bolters here firing here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Typhus. Alrighty, 6s does explode, and 1 plasma. So 1 plasma and +1 bolt gun there.
Pulling off zombies.
Here we go, and these are going to be wounding on 3s and 5s. Alrighty. So we have 5 bolt gun and 2 plasma over here. The 2 plasma are going to get his 4 up invul save. Failing both of those, he takes 2 damage there. And then we've got the 5 bolters, 2 up saves. Failing another one of those, so he takes 3 total damage. And then the blight launchers. That's going to be 2 hits, +1 because of the 6. Oh, blight launcher, one of them.
Yeah, the other
one could not see, that's right. But that's going to be 2 wounds.
Yep. No extra contamination.
AP -2, +1 because he's in cover there, so it's going to be 4 up regardless with his invul. Failing both of those. 2 damage each. Reducing by 1, so it's down to 5. Let me see how many wounds he has. Alright, he only has 5 wounds left, so this would be dead of him unless I can spend a CP to reroll it. And I don't, so he is dead. Alright, I'm going to spend the 1 CP on Resurrection Protocols, allowing him, he's kind of going to be dead, but maybe not. At the end of the phase, of the shooting phase, are you done shooting? No, we may have more. We may have more. Regardless, at the end. Oh, he's done. Okay, so here we go. At the end of the phase, I roll on a 4+, he comes back. I cannot re-roll this because it's not one of the ones that allows you to re-roll, and I've already spent a CP re-roll this turn. So let's see what happens here. On a 4+, he's alive with D3 wounds. Oh, of course, okay. He's dead. All right, so into the charge phase, the biologist putrefier. No. Yeah, I got it right. Hey! He's going to give them the ability that on 6s they do, what is it?
6s to wound, do mortal wounds.
6s to wound, do mortal wounds. And then they are going to charge into my Skorpek destroyers over here. They're going to have an auto in here on this charge, but we may just roll to see where they can circle around to. Yeah, so 9 inches definitely. All right, so now into the fight phase here. My guys have been elected to go last by the Tallyman or the Foul Blight Spawn. Foul Blight Spawn makes them go last, so they're going to go last, so I can't interrupt at all. And then his Terminators are going to go. They're going to be attacking to my guys. I spent a CP on Whirling Onslaught. My opponent spent 2 CP on Eternal Hatred, so I gave him -1 to wound. He gave him +1 to wound, so there's going to be a flat wound here. They're going to be attacking with their the swords first. There's 5 guys in there with swords who are going to have 3 attacks each. They're going to be hitting on 2s because the Tallyman already gave them the +1 to hit for this entire round until his next command phase. So hitting on 2s. All right. This Typhus within range. Yep. Alrighty, that's going to be all hits here. These are now going to be AP, or they're going to be strength 5 toughness 4 because of the -1 toughness because of his aura there. So it's going to be wounding on 3s, rerolling everything because of Arch Contaminator.
Yep, and I can reroll any wounds, so I'm going to fish for some 6s.
What's up?
I'm going to fish for 6s to get mortals.
So let's reroll any wounds. All right, getting a couple 6s in there. These are going to be doing mortal wounds. And he's going to reroll everything looking for 6s here because he wants to give the mortal wounds onto them over there. Getting a couple there. That's cocked there, guy. All right, getting another 6 there. Pretty good.
All right, so the 1s fail, 2s fail, 3s.
Yeah.
And 5.
So those just do mortal wounds and end, right? I think. 1 second. All right, so it ended up being 6 mortal wounds onto them because it's in addition to, and then 12 6-up saves here because it's AP -3 on those swords. Getting 0 6s. So I think that is going to be, that's 18 total wounds.
Yeah.
3. Yeah, that's going to kill all of them because there's only 15 wounds in there total. So that squad is wiped. All right, so that's going to be it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 2. A real good turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 2. All right, moving for the Necrons here on turn 2. My Immortals moved up over here towards these guys. My Plasmancer and the Cryptothralls moved up over this way. These warriors just kind of shuffled around over this way, looking on those guys. My Scorpec Lord and my Scarabs moved up over this way, and then my Spider moved on to the objective over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off, my warriors here are going to fire into his Plague Marines. So we've got 10 shots here coming from their Gauss Reapers, hitting on 3s. Okie doke, pretty good. And then Strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Okay, getting 1 at AP -1, so 4-up save. They're good. And now my Immortals are going to fire into his Poxwalkers over here, hitting on 3s. Okay, not as good. And then Strength 5, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wounds, AP -2, so it's just going to go straight into their 1 damage each. Yeah. Nope, that's going to be 4 dead. Now my Plasmancer is going to fire into the Plague Marines over here. Assault D3 on his weapon, on his shooting. 1, hitting on a 3. That's a fill face, that's a hit. Strength 7, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is not a wound. And now the Cryptothralls are going to fire into his Plague Marines here. Hitting on, 1 second. All right, so it's going to be hitting on 3s because he's within range of the Plasmancer there. So that's going to be 2 hits. There's going to be no wounds. So now my Scorpec Lord is going to fire into the Terminators over here. He's got a blast weapon here. It's 2d3 shots. Anitic Annihilator, so it's 2d3 shots. Minimum of 3. So, okay, so he does get just the 3 there. Just does get 3. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. That's actually hitting on 2s, and he gets to reroll 1s. So it's going to be 3 hits here. Toughness 5. So looking for... I don't think it's going to be... It's actually, I think it's all 3 ones. Yeah, Strength 6. So that's going to be 3 wounds over here at
-1.
AP -1 here. So looking for 3-up saves.
I'm doing 1 at a time.
Going to do 1 at a time to the guy over there. It's a 2-up. Nope, that's going to be 1 second. 1 damage. So what's he going to CP in?
No.
Oh, no, he's just a second. So, yeah.
He's got 3 wounds.
So you got, yeah, so another one, he's good. And the other one, he is actually good again because of the cover there. So he's just going to take the 1 damage.
Thought about it.
All right, so now into the charge phase. We're going to start with my Immortals into his Poxwalkers over here. They're going to be in with a 3-inch charge. All right, so now my Cryptothralls are going to charge into his Plague Marines over here. I need a 5 on the dice because it's a 6-inch charge. They're going to be in. And my Plasmancer needs a 7-inch charge, so he's going to need a 6 on the dice. Oh, it doesn't get. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll it. Oh, I needed better than that. It's actually a 6-inch charge that he needed, not a 7-inch charge. So he is actually in, which is good because I needed that. Barely, but in. That's what I needed. Whew. All right, now my Scorpec Lord is going to charge into his Terminators over here.
Oh, look, he made it.
He made it. And then my Scarabs are charging into the Poxwalkers. There we go. All right, so now my Scorpec Lord is going to start us off in the fight phase. I'm going to spend a CP on On Blood Rights, giving him +1 attack characteristic. He is going to attack into the Terminators here. I'm going to have making 10 attacks. I'm using the Flensing Blade. Because I charged and I'm Novak, I actually get +1 AP on this. So it's going to be AP -2, Strength 6. I'm a Strength user, Strength 6. So he's going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s, AP -2, taking him down to his 4-up invul save there. And it's going to be 1 damage apiece. So here we go. Let's see how this works. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Alrighty, so we've got 2, 5, 8 wounds into them over there at AP -2. So it's going to be 4-up saves. Failing 1. That's a 6. He failed 1.
I failed 2.
Failed 2. Okay, failed 2, so 1 takes 2 wounds. Ooh! So now my Immortals are going to attack into his Poxwalkers over here. 2 attacks each, hitting on 3s. Alrighty then. And then these are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4, 4s to wound. We've got 1, 2, 3 wounds there. AP nothing. 6s. No, that's 3 dead. All right, so now onto the Plasmancer here. I'm going to check on that guy. That's the Putrefier.
Yep.
Putrefier, Biologist Putrefier, and the Plague Marines here are within 6 inches. I roll on a 4+. They suffer a mortal wound. So we'll do the Biologist Putrefier first. Mortal wound, and then onto the Plague Marines. Mortal wound with that fill phase. Woo! And then he's going to have his 1 attack into these guys over here. That is a hit. That is a wound with that 5 there. AP -3, so looking for a 6-up save. No, so that's going to be the, it would be 2 damage, becomes 1 damage, but that kills that 1 guy. And now the Cryptid Thralls are going to attack in here because they're within 3 inches of the Plasmancer. They actually get 6 attacks, hitting on 3s because they're within 6 inches of the Plasmancer. Wounding on 4s because they're Strength 5, Toughness 5. Okay. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -1, so 3 4-ups. Failing 1, so 1 takes 1 wound. And now my Scarab Swarm over here is going to attack into his Plague Poxwalkers over here. 36 attacks into them over there. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, those are auto wounds because they're 6s here. These are now going to be wounding on 5s because they're Strength 3, Toughness 4. Okay. And in another bunch. 15 wounds over here. These are going to be 6-up, feeling the pains. Not enough, I think. Oh, let's check it out. Yep, that squad is white. So now his Terminators are going to attack back. We've got 5 into my Scorpec Lord. We've got 3 that are going to go into my Scars. Which one are you going first? We're going with the
2 CP on Eternal Hatred.
2 CP on Eternal Hatred, so it's going to be +1 to wound. So these are going to go into the Scorpec Lord over here. Hitting on 3, 1 second. Alrighty, so it's going to be hitting on 2s because he still have the +1 to hit from the Tallyman because it's command phase to command phase over here. Yep. And then these are going to be Strength. The swords are going to be +2, so that's going to be Strength 6. The swords are +1.
And I get +1 to wound for Eternal Hatred.
Yes. So I think he's tough 6. So I think the axes are going to be wounding on
3s.
Would be 4s, become the 3s, and the swords are wounding on 4s with the +1.
And I'll reroll all failed wounds because I'm still within 6 inches of Arch Contaminator.
Yes, rerolling everything for Arch Contaminator here. All right, rerolling everything. Looking for the 6s because he gets the mortal wounds. Is what he's looking for.
I still have it.
Alrighty.
So these are the swords. So
yeah, those are the axes. Right? 1 second. All right, so he's going to take 3 mortal wounds from those 6s, and then I have 6 that are at least going to put him on AP minus, are going to be at his 4-up invul save. So we're going to do them all together here. I think he's only got 6 wounds, so if I fail 3 of these, he's dead. Ooh, I fail exactly 3 of those. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those.
I just want to get the
Into a fog, he's alive! And then we got 2 swords and 1 axe into my scarabs over here. Hitting on 2s. That's 1. Reroll. Oh no, you're not within reroll range there. Alright, and then these are going to be looking for, I think, 3s to wound. Wait a minute. It's going to be +2. It's going to be 2s to wound because it's actually plus the +1 to wound there. So regardless, all these are going to be 2 to wound.
And I'm gonna
reroll the 1.
I'm gonna reroll everything for 6.
Reroll everything. He's looking for the mortal wounds here. Oh, that one of those ones was my wound over on that guy.
Oh.
It's all good. Getting 2 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
And then a total of 6, 7, 8.
8. No saves because there's 6 of armor. They got no invul save. So that's going to be 8 plus 3.
Yep.
So it's 11 wounds. They've got 4 wounds apiece. So that's going to be 8. And then 1 takes, one has 1 wound. And then we got reanimation protocols on them.
That's a permanent bonus.
Oh, not enough to bring 1 back. So now his Plague Marines over here, 4 of them are going to go into my Plasmancer, and then 5 of them are going to go into my Cryptothralls over here. So we're going to go with the, what do you want to do first? Oh, that's right. The big one, the big dice are going to be into my Plasmancer. The small dice are going to be into my Cryptothralls. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Typhus. So the big dice into the Cryptothralls, they're tough 5, which became tough 4 because of being close to his dude bros over there. They become a gift contagion there, so they're going to be wounding on 4s because it becomes tough 5 to tough 4. And then the Plasmancer goes from tough 4 to tough 3, so he's going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling for Plague Weapon. So you have 9 wounds into the Cryptothralls here, looking for 4-up saves. Failing 1, 2 of them, which is not bad. That's going to kill. That's going to kill one of the guys. Yeah, the regular save is 3, so it's going to kill 1 guy. Which at the end here they do have reanimation protocol. So let's see if he can come back. No, he definitely does not on double 1. And then 5 AP minus 1s into the Plasmancer over here, looking for 5-up saves. Making 1 of them, but that 4 damage is going to be enough to kill him.
You only got 4 wounds?
I don't think I've spent. Oh, I did spend a CP to save my Scorpic Lord already. So, yeah, he did. And then I'm going to spend the 1 CP to reanimation protocols. We'll see if he pulls back at the end of the phase, which I think we got 1 more attack. Zombie over here has his attacks.
So
that's going to be 2 hits. That is 1 wound. Strength 3, so no wounds into them over there.
Yeah!
All right, let's see. 4 up, he comes back with D3 wounds. Yeah, he's back. Woo! But of course, I rolled a 1 for his D3 wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the Necron turn here on turn 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard on turn 3. Movement phase for the Death Guard here. These guys all stayed in combat over here. His Foul Blight Spawn moved around over to this side over here. The Malignant Plaguecaster moved up over this way. The Biologist Putrefier over here moved around. Typhus moved up over this way. These guys all stayed in combat with my Cryptothrall over on this side, and these guys stayed back there on the objective. Over here, my opponent did spend a CP on the Dead Rise Again because he spent it on the 1 squad, now he spent it on the other squad, and he popped up a bunch of more guys into combat over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. So starting off the Psychic phase, his Malignant Plaguecaster is going to give a Gift of Contagion onto my Plasmancer over here.
Gift of Infection.
A Gift of Infection, I'm sorry. Gift of Infection, looking for a 7.
Sorry, Rotwind.
Oh, this is Rotwind. We're doing Rotwind. Sorry, making minus 2 AP for a 7. 7?
Nope.
That does not go off on a 6. And then he's going to do a smite into my dude bros over here. That will go off with an 11, so that's going to be D6 mortal wounds into them. And because he's got that power, gives a mortal wound to this unit as well, so it's going to be D6 plus 1.
The supply tile.
So he's going to do 1 plus 1. Sounds good. Typhus is going to cast Plague Wind into my Scarabs as well. So it's not going to go off, or does go off on a, it does go off on a 6 there.
But it's going to be on 6s.
So looking for 6s doing mortal wounds into them over here. So there's going to be 6 of them there. No mortal wound. And then Curse the Leper is going to go into the Cryptothrall over here.
There's 7.
Goes off on an 8. So now it's going to be 7 dice, right?
Yep.
What's it doing?
It's exceeds your toughness.
Exceeds the toughness. So I think he's at 4 now because of the contagion. Doing 3, so he is dead. There was only 2 mortal wounds, but that's still enough to kill him. So now the Foul Blight Spawn is going to fire into my Plasmancer over here. D6 auto hits. That's going to be 6 auto hits. These are going to be Strength 6?
7.
Strength 7, so 3s to wound still. Oh no, 2s to wound because he's -1 with the range now over there. So that's going to be 6 wounds.
7 wounds. No, it's not.
No, it's
6
6.
wounds because it's plague weapon.
Yeah, just the 6 wounds. Okay, so it's still 5 wounds then? Oh, so it was a 1 there, so it's 5 wounds at AP minus, what is it? -3. Oh no, then he's just dead. Boom. And now this squad of Marines is going to fire into my warriors back over here.
They'll take the plasma.
So we'll do the plasma first. Yeah,
One for Typhus.
reroll 1 to Typhus there. So that's going to be 3 hits.
Put it there. So I get my.
That is strength. That's 2 wounds there. AP -3 is just going to go straight through. So that's going to kill 2 guys over here. And then we got 4 bolt guns and the blight launchers firing in as well. Rerolling 1s. That was you keep taking his wounds.
Why do we have to have the same dice?
I'll change it out now. So that's going to be
They get the +1, so
yeah, that's going to be all hits
hit,
there.
no 6s,
And then
no 7s.
looking for 4s and 3s. All right. So we got 3 from the Plague Spewer, the Blight Launchers. Blight Launchers, AP -2. So we're gonna start with the guy that's in cover over there, 1 at a time. These are gonna be AP -2 +1 because he's in cover over there. So looking for 5s. He's good with that one. Not good with that one, so he's dead. And then we have 1 6 up. Nope, that's gonna be another guy dead. And then we got 4 bolters here, making 2 of those, failing 2 of those. And then we have 6 reanimations here. Rerolling 1s, because I got it right this time. Okay, got 2, back up. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the fight phase, I'm gonna go first since it's not my turn here. So we're gonna go with my Immortals into his Plague Poxwalkers over here. Hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. And then wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 5 6-ups he needs to make here. He's looking for at least 1. Oh, and he gets 3 of them. Killer. All right, so now into the fight phase over here. The Terminators are going to attack. We're going to put 3 guys into my Scorpec Lord, and the rest are going to go into my Scarabs. The ones into my Scorpec Lord, I spent 1 CP for -1 to wound, and then we're going to go with the Heat. My opponent spent 1 CP on Vermid Whispers, giving them +1 to hit. So we've got 1 sword and 2 axes coming in here, hitting on 2s. Oh, it's going to be all hits there. It was an hit. Oh, yep, no rerolls. So then, yeah. And then these are going to be looking for, because he's -1 toughness, right?
Yes.
So he's tough 5, so he's going to be wounding on
4s on those, 3s on the axes.
yeah, because it's -1 to wound, so it would be 5s and 4s because he would be 3s and 4s. It would be 3s and 4s.
Strength 5, the toughness 5 is going to be 5s.
Yeah.
And then the axes are going to be 4s.
Yes.
Strength 6.
Yeah, so it becomes 5s and 4s. Yep.
So nothing for the swords. Well, I did have 1 because I can reroll those for
All right, reroll that one, yeah.
All of these are plague weapons.
That 3, reroll that 3 then, if you can reroll all plague weapon. Or is it just 1s you can reroll?
No, I can.
Okay, yeah. So reroll that. Okay.
So that's going to be 4 at -2 for axes.
4 at -2 for axes. These are going to have 4 up saves. I need to make all of them. Come on, you can do it. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I'm going to spend the 1 CP so that he can possibly pop back up. Because I've tried it. I'm going to spend it on every single one of my characters. You can only do it once per character, but they're all going to take their turn. And now the others into my Scars over here, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. No rerolls for this, but rerolls on these ones,
yes,
right?
because of plague weapon
plague
and arts contaminated, which plague weapons wound on or can
reroll
ones
those
anyway.
1. There's another one in there, and another one over there. That's actually yours. That's actually yours. I promise.
Sure?
Yeah, his wound's over here. All right, so that's going to be a lot of. These are all going to be AP -2, right?
2 or better, yeah. 2 and 3s.
Yeah,
these
so-
are 3s. Those are 2s.
All right, let's find this. All right, so I killed 4 bases and left 1 with 2 wounds left. So reanimation protocols. 5+ over here. I brought back 1. 1 comes back. And now my Scars are going to attack back over here. That one hurt. I think it's 4s. And 5s. That's going to be 2, 3. AP nothing.
2s.
They're all good. At the end of the phase, let's see if he comes back up with a 4. No! Why? Nah. We forgot about these guys over here, so they're going to attack back. That is all hits. Pretty good there. That's how you do that. And then
Strength 3.
3, so 5s to wounds. So that's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, but I failed 2 of them. That's 2 dead. Reanimation protocol. See if they come back. They do not. And they've become zombies over here, killing. All right, so that is going to be the end of the Death Guard turn here on turn 3, and that is what we're going to call it, because I've got very few models left here, and I've not done much damage to him at all. Oh, yeah, I would have gotten 5 more points, which is great, because he did, because of those guys he got back, did hold this. So I would have gotten 5 points on my turn, but I think that's going to be about it, because my opponent has now maxed out the number. He's gotten a total of, 10 points for assassinate. He was going to keep spreading the sickness and getting points for that. There was nothing much I could do to stop him at this point. He was going to run away with the game, which is fair enough. Death Guard, man, they're tough. They're tough. And I need to keep hitting the old chalkboard here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my Necrons, how I want to build them out more. So to be fair, this is the first time I've played them since like November, so since before Thanksgiving. But it's only excuses that I'm giving myself. My opponent outplayed me very well and did a very good job. So, but I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jason, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.